I'm here to help you learn AI generative tools. And today, I'm just going to be sharing a little bit about image generation. So I have this music video that I created. So I guess I'm going to be talking a little bit about song generation too, and creating videos. So I have this music video that I created that's getting a lot of attention. And I really love this song, and I'll just start playing it as we talk here. It's a little gift that I made for some friends, and I really enjoy the song that I created.
Got a fire deep inside, yeah, it's burning bright, destroying all my fears in the darkest night. Deacons got me thinking how to.
I created this music video, and I really liked the way the imagery worked, but this one I was a little unsure of when I was doing it, but I was moving fast, and so I said, okay, let's just keep going. You know, sometimes imperfect action is so much better than not doing anything at all. And that is a key lesson that I invite you to really take on, that doing something imperfectly is okay. And in this case, it allowed me to get this video out and share it, and it's got a lot of views, and so I'm moving forward with it. However, I did notice today, when I looked at the channel content, when I went here and looked at this video and looked at the analytics of it, I noticed that in audience retention, oh, there's this little dip here. This little dip right here at the 16 to 20 second range where I'm losing a lot of people. And those little dips are the kind of thing that you really want to watch out for. So I click on this and look at what I see. I see that it's right when these two cringy images come up. So I want to replace them to smooth out this experience and have less people leave at this point. And that will help YouTube know that this is a video worth promoting. And so I think, okay, well, what can I do? Because I can go into YouTube's video editor, and let's just click on this details part, and then over here, this is all YouTube. So this is how we apply AI to content creation and creating videos. And I go here to the editor. And you may or may not already know that the editor in YouTube is very basic, and it can help out. But all you can really do is trim it or cut something out. You cannot replace something with imagery already. And another thing is you can't like have an info card that covers up the entirety of those images. The info cards and the end screens, those are things that pop up in the video as you're watching or pop up at the very end. If I were to use info cards, they're designed to complement the video. So they're not going to like cover up this section. So all I can do is create new images, replace them, and re-upload the video. And I'll lose the momentum that I got here in the beginning. But in the long run, you know, this has only been out for I'd say, I don't know, maybe less than a week, maybe 6 days. So in the long run, I'm betting it's going to be better. So it'll be an interesting experiment to see over time. But what we're going to do is we're going to try to replace those images that are causing people to drop off. Now, I have 2 ways that we can replace them. All of the images that were created for this video were created with ChatGPT, which uses DALL-E. And I can do that, but just for the fun of it and to further our exploration that we've done for the past couple days of Midjourney, let's play and just see if the images that we create there would work harmoniously. They wouldn't jar like this. See, these images, they just don't go with what's happening before or what's happening after. They're a little too different. I was trying to express a concept and it just didn't really work at all. So we're going to try to replace those, and let's go to Midjourney And I took one of the images that I created with Dolly, and I did the describe feature that we talked about yesterday, where I just said describe and then uploaded this image, and it gave us these different prompts. So let's just say imagine all, and it's going to work on those 4 prompts, and we'll let it just see what it comes up with and see if it works out. While we're doing that and letting it work, I'll show you that what I'll eventually do then is come here to Canva, and in Canva I will take this image and place it over these old images. I'll take whatever I produce, whatever we think is the very best, and I'll just simply cover up these images and then re-download this video, re-upload it to YouTube, recreate the thumbnail or do a new, better thumbnail, because that's another thing about this particular music video. The click-through ratio of people who see it, YouTube was really liking this video and gave me lots of impressions, but the click-through ratio was only about 1.9%, which isn't great. It's not the worst by far that I've seen, but I've seen much better. So we'll see if we can improve that too by getting a better thumbnail, maybe a more fitting title, maybe different tags, whatever we're going to do to get that click-through ratio up. But let's see what Midjourney has done with those prompts. And I like them a lot. And I can see right away, I believe they're going to look very, very different from what we're used to. But let's just take a look. Excuse me. And let's see. Okay, so we got some color in here. So one thing that we could do is just put a couple with color, and it might really work. It might work to have a theme as long as they're both the similar ones, like this one, number 1 and number 3, I think could work. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, and then if I go back to Midjourney and look at the others, these, let's look at, always better to look at as big as you can. I think these are a little too different. Maybe the 2 bottom ones, version 3 and version 4 might work. Let's take a closer look. Okay, now it's raining in this one. That's kind of cool. And raining in that one. So those 2 might be a good pair. I need 2 images to cover up what we've had before. So we have some contenders, and then we have 2 more of these sets of 4. And right off the bat, I see a taxi cab, lots of reflections. What I'm looking for is something that kind of connotes loneliness, sadness, being stuck, being kind of unhappy. That's the part in this song before it gets to unleashing and getting really clear. Out of these 4, I like this one, and it has that, it conveys that feeling pretty well. But let me know, what do you think? Do you think that these are the images, 1 or 2 of these are the images, or do we need to go back to ChatGPT and create something out of Dolly to have something similar? These are a little bit more photorealistic, and all 4 of these are a little too semi-urban. Little, I don't know if I would call it suburban, or definitely not rural, but they definitely don't have that same. So these ones I would rule out for consistency. So let's get rid of those. And let's go back again to what we have. And this is what's coming before. We have images like this. And those other ones are going to be, these ones are very symmetrical too. So we're going to want something that really works with that. But let's just play. Let's go quick. And let's imagine this taxi one. Let's imagine these 2. They kind of look dark and lonely as well. Bottom. And then let's imagine these 2 here. We were looking for, I think, 1 and 3 here that have also a little bit of Chinatown kind of feeling in the big city. So I think I'm going to look at these two bottom ones here, 3 and 4, or this one. And basically this is what we do. We're editing. So remember, when working with AI, we are shifting from so much energy on creating the original thing to generating the original thing. We're shifting from that to spending more energy on editing, and that's making decisions. So that's the kind of thing that you really want to lean into. I invite you to fully lean into developing your decision-making muscle. And how do you do that? One way is you make lots of small decisions. You just make decisions as quickly as possible. You try things out like I did. I put this video up. I would have never known anything if I didn't make that first decision and make those calls on the images and put it up. I would not have known that those two for sure would do it. And yes, on my best day, my intuition would have kicked in and it would said, okay, let's keep the consistency here. We got a visual theme going. Let's stay consistent with it. But I learned by iteration, and that's what I want you to lean into. And there are further techniques that I'll share with you in the future that are super powerful ways to make big decisions. But in the meantime, we're just playing. We're just being artistic. We're being creative. So we're really seeing what we think we would like best. And again, we're looking at this one. There's taxi cabs in that one, this one, and this one. Definitely not 3 and 4 in this one. I like the taxi cab in this one, and I like the 2 down here on the bottom of this one, 3 and 4 of this one. And I think I kind of like 3 better. So let's play with that. Let's play with number 3 here and number 1 here. And let's just see how it goes. So in order to do that, I'm going to scroll back and find this one in version 1 here. I'm going to upscale it. I could also do a variety and see what else it produces out of those. And then these ones here, I believe it was, let's go back and remind, got the taxi cabs, and we have that one we ruled out. We have the taxi cabs, and we have this one with kind of the 8 in the background. And we come back over here to, there it is, this one here. And that is number 3. So we're going to go to number 3 and just do upscale of that one as well. And there we have it. And then just for the fun of it, while we're here, I think we liked this version. Yeah, with the taxi cab. Let's go say, what would happen if we made 4 varieties of that? So while we're getting the other things, we kind of look at another option as we go. Okay. And then I could upscale this, but I think I'll have more than enough resolution with this particular version right here. So I'm just going to open this up in a browser and save this image. And then I'll do the same with this one here. And I heard the bell, so the other ones are off. I'm going to do the same though right here. Open this up in the browser, save it. And there are different ways of doing this, but I'm just moving forward and going back to back to Midjourney, and let's look at what it produced here, our final hurrah. And we have something with a lot of color, a little too much color for me, because again, I'm trying to still convey that feeling of, kind of like, and this one's not bad, but I don't know. I think I like what we got. So let's take those images that we just did and let's take them right over here into Canva and replace these. So in Canva, you have lots of AI tools. It is a fantastic, very, very powerful, helpful tool. And we're just going to upload a couple here. Okay. And here they come. And then I'm going to first pick this one. And I have this slide selected, in this video editor. So right when I click on it, it will go right over it, and then I just have to upscale it up. And I could keep it this way too, but I could go very panoramic here. It's hard for you to see, it's just a small image. And we'll hide this now, we don't need that. So now, I mean, instead of an image like this, it's like that. That's way better. And it's going to come right after this. I think this works. I think this works fine. Okay, so let's get rid of this one. And let's go back to the uploads here and take the second one, has a little more color to it. Hide the screen so you get a little bit more of a view. And I just take this up, and when I'm zooming this out so that I get it to be full across, of course I'm losing stuff on the top and bottom, but that's okay with me. But one thing I do want to do is keep the images generally the same. Like you'll notice between this one and this one, I made sure that the horizon was about in the same place so it wasn't too jarring. And that one is as well. And this one's close, but we're going to take this one down a little bit and then keep comparing. And I think that has continuity. So now let's see how this works.
Got a fire deep inside, yeah, it's burning bright, destroying all my fears in the darkest night. Dickens got me thinking how to fight this fight, choosing best future, reaching for new heights. Unleash the power, yeah, break those chains. Limitation falling on my gaze. Water flowing, exercise the face, creating.
I love this so much better. I think it works so much better. That was an improvement that really needed to happen. So I'm quickly scanning by the statistics that we saw. We didn't have any other big drop-off points. So let's go back to, not that part, but let's go back to, not that editor, but let's go back to the stats here. That was the biggest drop. Of course, there is a drop here. Okay, interesting. But there is, you know, there is going to be some drop off. You just don't want these big leaps. So maybe that image, and there's a little bit of a drop there. And then what I'm really trying to get it is as flat as possible, because there will be some dropping. Now this one, it's interesting, people are done. Maybe there's resolution at that point. Also, it's super, super colorful. But that was on purpose. I was trying to get it to be, you know, a resolution from the dark, dreary blues to a life of color. So I hope that helped you. This is an exploration of how we can use AI to create images when we're having, say, a slideshow background for our AI created music video. Now, if you have found value in this, consider subscribing to my channel. I'm on a goal to get up to 100 subscribers. So help me get to that goal. And I would really appreciate it. And also, give this video a thumbs up and comment down below on what is working for you and what you're struggling with generative AI. Let me know how you can create a system that is more productive for you, how you can get your business goals met more quickly, how you can create the content that you need to create, or just how you can have more fun. You know, we're all human, we're all meant to celebrate and have fun every once in a while. So if you're just like me, every once in a while you just want to give yourself a break from all the hard work and get creative and play a little bit, then go ahead and do that as well. And comment down below on what you would like to create, or you know, how I can help you in the future is basically what I'm getting at. Let me know what questions you have, what frustrations, what is causing you to hang. And in the meantime, give this video a like and smash that little thumbs up icon and then also subscribe to my channel and click that little bell so you get reminders. This is Jim. I'll see you next time. Thanks so much.